So here's the word on the street. The word on the street is tonight we had a family meeting about our trip to Ireland because it's coming up really fast. And so we got through with our family dinner, or family meeting. I'm like, I'm not going to film during the family meeting because that's like family time. I'll let it go. And then we're like, let's go out to dinner. And I'm like, oh, sweet, let's go out to dinner. And we went out to dinner at Sonny's barbecue joint. Super awesome, tastes amazing. But I said, let me have some of your finest Sonny's red ale, their beer. I was like, bring me a tall boy. And she's like, okay, here you go. And then I started drinking that one. I was like, I'm going to film in just a second. Let me have another beer. And she brought me out the second beer, and I was like, whoa, we're on to 2 beers now. And they were big. And I didn't, look, I'm not, like, that's how it was all night. I was pointing over there. It's not doing so good. So now it's 9:03, and I haven't filmed the darn thing, and I've had a little bit to drink. So we need to try to figure this out together. You and me. Leave your comments down below as to what this vlog should be about. Oh, darn it. Okay, fine. So we'll make this vlog about you guys answering some questions for me. I have Adobe Premiere. That's what I use to edit. And I have it on my Mac, which is over there. And I want to take it off the Mac and I want to put it on a disc, and my sister has a MacBook Pro that I'm going to be using to edit the videos while we're in Ireland, and I'd like to edit in Premiere rather than iMovie because it's a lot faster in Premiere. So how do I get Premiere off my computer, the Mac, and put it on the MacBook? Do I just burn it to a CD and then stick it in the MacBook and be like, it's amazing, miracle? That's most of the way that it is with Macs anyways. I was on a Windows 7 PC. I was having the hardest time. All I wanted to do was take some pictures that my brother took while we were at Universal for our wedding and put them on my mom's computer because she's like, I want some pictures. So I was like, all right, fine. Let's put some pictures on the old computer. I was like, 5 pictures, sweet, labeled photo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just drag these over to your computer. Dragged over, done. Next email. Photos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exact names as the first 5. And I was like, oh, great. What do I do now? I was like, let me just try to drag them over there. They're like, you want to replace these? I was like, heck no, I want to save a different set. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. Canceled. And I was like, wait, no, let me just rename them. So I renamed them, and they're like, no, can't do that. It shows up as a file type file. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, they were JPEGs, trying to save a JPEG, and it's like, file. What does that even mean? Like, how? It's like, what program would you like to use to open file? And I'm like, it's not that. What are you talking about, computer? And I punched it in the face. I'm pretty convinced that you guys have just listened to my rambling for the past like 2.5 minutes, and it's rolling on pretty awesome. So I think we might end up doing this all night because it's gonna be amazing. And I'm like, if you guys could do me a favor and leave down in the comments down below here, what kind of stuff do you need to take on a trip with you guys? Like, we're going for, it's really only going to be 5 days that we're gone because like 2.5 days of traveling. We leave on Wednesday this week coming up. It's like 2 days, 3. I just spit again. I do that often, don't I? 3 days, we're leaving on Wednesday. And so we leave on Wednesday and then we fly to New York, and then from New York we fly to Ireland, and then we wake up on the plane. We're supposed to sleep on the plane. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'm sure gonna try though. And then we end up in Ireland at like 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. But what kind of stuff do you guys need to take for the same thing on the way back? Sleep on the way back. You know, you heard it already 100 times. And then what do you guys take with you guys when you're going on a 5-day trip? Like this one, there's plugs in every LAN network plugs in every room. But I want to have wireless because we're gonna bring our iPhones and iPads and everything over there. And I wanted to know, like, what do you guys bring with you? I'm bringing a wireless router. Is there anything else that you guys have to have with you in order to go on a trip? I think I might have an entire bag devoted to technology. Did you guys ever notice this on me, that this eye starts to close a lot when I start to either get really tired or have 2 beers apparently? My eye starts to close. Oh, and for you guys from America, like me, we're going to be uploading at a different time altogether. I don't know when we're going to upload on Wednesday. This is going to be kind of crazy. Probably in the airport in New York, but maybe on the flight, depending on if there's Wi-Fi on the flight, which I doubt because it's over the ocean. But on Thursday, I'm going to be uploading 5 hours ahead of when I normally do, so it's going to be like the middle of the night for you guys, or first thing in the morning over here in America. But for you guys over in the UK, it's going to be totally awesome. It's going to be like right at prime time, 9 p.m. for you. Well, I don't know, like 10 p.m., maybe 11, midnight, something like that. First night we're getting married again. I think I already told you guys about this, how we had to get legally married over here, which is what you guys went to at Hogwarts. And then we are going to get this like crazy blessing ceremony over there in Ireland. Because what we originally wanted to do is just get married in Ireland, but we can't do that. We have to be there for 30 days. So we're going to be getting, we already got married over here. But we're going to go over to Ireland, and the very first day that we're there, Thursday, we're getting married again. And then my mom set up some sort of crazy, like, reception type dinner at the local pub in Ireland. It's going to be fun. We're just going to hang out with the people that we don't know, and we're going to be drinking beers first night in there. Bam! It'll be like tonight, all over again. Except for I'll have more than 2. Woo! I totally didn't tell you guys anything else that I was bringing with me. I was bringing the router, a wireless router, some network cables, chargers, 2 cameras, 3 cameras, tripod, maybe just like a little one. And then I think that's really it. A bunch of cell phone chargers too, because the iPhone doesn't last very long. That's going to be interesting as well, because I wanted to have like internet everywhere that I go, because I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but if you follow me on Twitter, I try to respond to you guys really fast. But when we're in Ireland, we're not going to be able to respond very fast, because I'm only going to be able to use my phone when I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm not going to have the plan over there, because it is ridiculously expensive. Talking about like $200 for 20 megs? No, buddy. I spend like 2 gigs a month on my internet. What? Oh, one last thing. Jen wanted me to tell you guys that she was telling me, like, hey, why don't you film while we're at dinner? And I'm like, hey, it's a family dinner. And I'm like, I've had a few drinks. What do you want from me, lady? Old ball and chain. We're married now, by the way. You see, ooh, married. All right, I think I may have tortured you guys entirely too much, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm Super Mario Kart 100. Now it's time to pay the price. Here's your dog.